Welcome back to another episode of Myths and Mysteries in Black and White with your two hosts, myself, Ed, and my main man, Josh.
How we doing?
In a space of 2 weeks, I've got 4 episodes already. In a week, I get 4 episodes.
We spoil you, lot.
Oh my God, we are busy people. But like how we start every main podcast episode, Josh, how you been, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad at all. It's annoying, isn't it? Because obviously we see each other that much now. There's nothing new to report.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. Mate, I think I'm seeing you more than I'm seeing my own wife. So it's a bit mad. But
well, how you been anyway?
Yeah, like I say with you, like you see me that often now, like nothing's actually that new.
Exactly.
Anymore. So yeah, but yeah, not too bad. I want to say first, like, unlucky to the women's England team.
Mm-hmm.
You've done us all very proud.
Mm-hmm.
So hang your head. So
you were to say hang your heads in shame, didn't you?
No, lift your heads up high. That's what I mean to say. Like, don't be worried. Don't worry. You've done better than what the men have anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So credit to you. But if you listened to our last week's episode, you know that this week we are doing about Buddhist mythology. And I just want to say, we've had a rotter.
Yeah, we've had a fucking mare.
Let's say, when it comes to mainly like Asian mythology, me and Josh, that's not our stronghold.
No.
But it was one of them, like, you can't talk about other
mythologies and not mention the Asian.
No, exactly. So, yeah, we do apologise in advance. Yeah, we are not... we've got a few bits.
Yeah, this won't be the longest episode, but we've got something.
Yeah, exactly. But like say, Buddhism is a religion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for a start, and I mean, I think out of all of them, it's like one of the best religions.
Yeah,
it's like very peaceful, very like quite nice.
Yeah,
actually. So.
Yeah,
but but with that, Josh.
Yep.
We'll let you go first.
Okay.
Because I think you're talking about the actual Buddha himself.
Yep.
You alright?
Yeah, burped. I didn't want to burp into the mic.
I thought he was about to be sick.
Alright, so Buddhism, one of the great religions of the world, was founded in India in the 500s BC. And then spread throughout Asia. Over time, many different Buddhist sects have developed...
What?
Sects.
Oh, like sections.
Sections.
Or sectors, I don't know.
have developed, each with its own doctrines, gods and legends. Mm-hmm. Although Buddhism has produced little mythology of its own, it has incorporated stories from mythologies of various groups that adopted the religion.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Buddha, the son of King... Sorry if I butcher this. Sudhanadana. Sudhanadana. Him, we'll call him Bob. Son of King Bob. Gautama was born around 563 BC. According to legend, his mother, Queen Maya, had a dream in which she was expecting a child fathered by a white elephant. What you been doing? What you been doing with elephants, woman? Local Brahmins, or holy men, interpreted the dream to mean that the queen would give birth to a great man. They said that the child would be a powerful king unless he became aware of human suffering in the world. If that happened, he would become a great holy man and saviour. Some legends say that when Gautama was born, the earth shook, rivers stopped flowing, flowers fell from the sky, and a lotus flower sprang from the place where he had first touched the earth. Mindful of the prophecy about his son, King Bob,
wasn't it?
King Bob, yeah, sorry, did everything possible to shield the boy from knowledge of the outside world and human suffering. He built a palace in which his son could enjoy all of life's pleasures, and he forbade any mention of death, grief, or sickness.
Talk about sheltered.
Yeah. One day, Gautama expressed a wish to see the world outside the palace. Bob agreed to take his son to a nearby town. But first, he had the town cleaned up and ordered that everything unpleasant be removed. During the visit, however, Gautama saw a sick man, an old man, a beggar, and a corpse. So they cleaned it fucking well then, didn't they?
Yeah.
What about the body and the sick man? Nah, they'll be alright.
Yeah, but when you first said about that, like getting it cleaned up, you imagine like being there, you just go walking about doing it every day, and they say you need to leave. Why? You are not clean. Leave this place. Do not come back for 3 days.
But there's a body laying over there. Yeah, that don't matter. You gone.
Leave.
Shocked to discover that people lived in poverty, became sick, grew old, and died, the prince realised that he knew nothing about the real world. Determined to learn the truth about the world, Gautama gave up all his possessions and left his home. He became a beggar and sought truth and understanding by denying himself all pleasures.
Jesus. Just one thing about learning about it, then, but
Giving them up.
Yeah.
Bit mad.
Talk about chucking yourself in the deep end from having everything you could possibly desire to fuck all. Just to see how the other go about it. It's a bit mad, isn't it? Fair play to him. He's a better man than me.
Yeah. After 6 years of wandering and seeking wisdom from holy men, Gautama realised that he was nowhere nearer the truth and understanding than before. He decided to look for truth within himself and went to the town of Bodh Gaya to sit beneath the Bodhi tree and meditate. While he was meditating, the evil spirit Mara tried to tempt Gautama with beautiful women. When this failed, Mara threatened him with demons and finally threw a fiery disc at him. However, the disc turned into flowers and floated down on Gautama's head. After 5 weeks of meditation, Gautama came to understand that the only way to avoid suffering was to free oneself from all desires. At the moment of this revelation, Siddhartha Gautama, fucking hell, speaking in past tongue here, became the Buddha, the enlightened one, who is free from suffering. He then began to travel and teach others how to achieve enlightenment. Buddha gained many followers before his death around 480 BC. After the death of Buddha, his followers carried Buddhist teachings throughout Asia. Within a few hundred years, Buddhism was practiced in Sri Lanka, Burma, Thailand, and Cambodia, and most of Southeast Asia. By the AD 600s, it had spread to Central Asia, China, Korea, Japan, and Tibet.
Well, isn't there something as well? I'm pretty sure. I remember we used to do stuff like this in primary school. You saw about different religions, and that was RE. And I'm pretty sure he used to only eat. He used to, like you say, sit under that Bodhi tree. Yeah. He'd only eat 1 grain of rice a day. Yeah. And that until he reached enlightenment. Yeah. Which I think another word is nirvana. Yeah. Yeah, it's nirvana, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Then they reached nirvana. So I think when that happened, he then indulged.
And that's where you get the whole statue of Buddha. He's a big porker.
Yeah. Big fat fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not sure, where did the whole thing of rubbing the Buddha's belly come from?
Do you know what? I really don't know. Whether it's just obviously it's a symbol of good luck, but why his belly? Yeah. I suppose because it's the biggest thing, maybe.
Well, it might be that, or because of how he only used to eat that 1 grain of rice a day, and then like reaching enlightenment because he was so starved. Then he reached enlightenment, then he could indulge. It was like a bliss.
Yeah.
I might have butchered that. I don't know.
Someone who's actually proper in the Buddhist religion just going, these two are waffling at their ass. Like we said, we're not the most knowledgeable.
No. Let's say when it comes to religion and that, I'm very far from it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the only religion I do follow is paganism from the Vikings. So do what you do with that, what you will. But No, it just seems like with that, because he's like jolly and everything like that. And he got good fortune.
Yeah.
I think that is what it is, isn't it? You rub the Buddha's belly for good fortune.
Good fortune, yeah.
So that might be something to do with that.
But the kid had everything.
Yeah,
and because he was that mollycoddled, he's like, just typical, innit? The one you're mollycoddled, he won't see anything of the outside world. Dad, I want to see something of the outside world. Okay, just give me a couple of days. Boys, clean this shit up. Get there, dead body. Yeah. You're just like, you'd look at the people cleaning, just.
I gave you one job.
One job.
But the thing is, it could have been while they were like parading through town. Just a man dropped dead.
And then you would be even more pissed off if you were the person cleaning. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, you could have held it another 5 minutes.
Or like someone they're saying like he's a sick man. He might just had a real bad case of hay fever or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and he's like snotting and everything. Like, oh, he is ill. And an old man, he just can't help it. You know what I mean. He's just an old man.
How dare I age?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll get that. But surely, like you say, he's mollycoddled with him, and he wants to know about death, illness, and all that. Surely, when he's getting older, his parents are getting older.
He's gonna realise,
and they're either gonna get sick or get old and die. He's got to realise it then. So,
your plan kind of backfired, didn't it, Bob?
Yeah. So really, Bob, you just proved actually how shit of a parent you were.
Yeah.
Because instead of like teaching him about the real world and what does happen,
preparing him.
Yeah, exactly. Preparing him for the worst. You thought he don't need to know that, even though it was eventually going to happen to you, my old mate. But hey, I've just pissed off a whole religion now. I'm very sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. Or like he's had all these maids and servants and that. Like, what do you think? They just like went one day and didn't come back, and then they were like, "Oh, what happened to him?" He went, "Oh, they just moved on." And it turns out they just got ill or just got old and died. I don't know.
So, Ed, what creatures are around Buddhist mythology now?
Well, there is a few. Not many, but there is a few. The first one I've got is a Naga.
What do you call me?
Can't believe you've done this. I'm getting lynched, mate. A Naga. I didn't call you a Naga. But if you don't know what a Naga is, I think it's also the scientific name for King Cobra.
Oh, is it?
So with that, Naga, in Buddhism, a member of a class of mythical semi-divine beings, half human and half cobra. That is a Naga. They are strong, handsome species who can assume either wholly human or wholly serpentine form, and are potentially dangerous but often beneficial to humans. They live in an underground kingdom called Nagaloka, or Patala Loka, which is filled with resplendent palaces, beautifully ornamented with precious gems. The creator deity, Brahma, relegated the Nagas to the... I've got to really be careful how I say this, so that's why I'm being very careful. Because I can't get myself into trouble. Relegate the Nagas to nether regions when they became too populous on Earth, and commanded them to bite only the truly evil or those destined to die prematurely. They are also associated with waters, rivers, lakes, seas and wells, and are guardians of treasure, which sound very similar to the dragons we spoke about last week.
Yeah.
The female Nagas, or Naginis...
That was even more dodgy.
Yeah, no. Would you know the word Nagini?
Oh, wait, that's the snake from Harry Potter, isn't
it? Thank you. See, I've got to keep...
Oh, Voldemort was a Buddhist.
Bald? Yeah, he was bald, wasn't he?
Had loads of followers.
He did have loads of followers.
Oh my god, Voldemort was a Buddhist.
Didn't have the fat Buddha belly though, did he?
Voldemort was a Buddha.
He was a
As
Buddhist. Yeah, he's just an evil one. Are serpentine princesses of striking beauty. The dynasties of Manipur in northeastern India, the Pallavas in southern India, and the ruling family of Funan, ancient Indochina, each claimed an origin in the union of a human being and a Nagi. In Buddhism, Nagas are often represented as door guardians, whereas in Tibet as minor deities. The Naga king, Mukhalinda, who sheltered the Buddha from rain for 7 days while he was deep in meditation, is beautifully depicted in the 9th to 13th century Monkerma Buddhas of what are now Thailand and Cambodia. That's Jainism. Don't need that. In art, Nagas are represented in a fully zoomorphic form as hooded cobras, having 1 to 7 or more heads, as human beings with many hooded snake canopy over their heads, or as half-human with the lower part of body below the navel coiled like a snake, and a canopy of hoods over their heads. Often they are shown in postures of adoration, as one of the major gods or heroes is shown accomplishing some miraculous feat before their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I got some of them words right.
Yeah.
I surprised myself. A palala.
Is this the same animal?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Look,
A palala.
It is how it's said, isn't it? Isn't it? A palala.
Just it's like you're asking someone who's dyslexic to say impala.
A palala is a water-dwelling Naga in Buddhist mythology. It is said that a palala lived near the Swat River. This area is sharp. This area is currently located in Peshawar, Khyber.
We are talking Swahili.
We're not. Alright, let's have a go at this, shall we? Before we get cancelled. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, province, Pakistan. He is known to be the Naga king. The story of Apalala's conversion does not seem to be found in the Pali canon, although his name does appear with other beings. With other beings that honour the Buddha. Oh God, the Samantapasadika. Samantapasadika mentions, that this story was among those not included in the 3 councils. It is evidence that it was known in Sri Lanka, as it is mentioned among the scenes depicted in the relic chamber of the
I just love it when we're flowing through these words, and then the second we come up on something, our brains just go.
Mahathupa, the Divyandananda. No. Divyavadana. Yeah, Divyavadana. Also mentions that Apalala's conversion took place shortly before the Buddha's death. Oh, that's made me sweat. Oi, to be fair though, I thought I banged most of that.
It's just some of the words are funny.
Yeah, I know they are, aren't they? The thing is, I ain't even halfway through. Oh my God. But that is the Naga. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a king cobra, or it's a spectacled cobra. I think they're called Naga. Their scientific name, or Latin name. Because every animal has a Latin name.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, you do now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know one of the easiest ones is? It's conger eel. Do you know what it is?
Oh, don't tell me it's conger eel.
No, it's conga. Genuine. Do you know what the first ever Latin name, or like scientific name, I learned?
What?
It was the great white sharks.
Hey, wait. Let me see if I get this. Because they say it in Jaws, don't they?
Yeah.
Carcharodon Carcharius?
You banged it.
Come on.
You actually banged that as well. And then it was the saltwater crocodile. Do you know that one?
Yeah, not a clue.
Crocodilius porosus.
Yeah, makes sense.
See, if you like a man who could speak Latin.
Because you see, it feels like The Conjuring and that when they speak Latin, they're trying to turn a ghost. We're just sitting there going, crocodile. What was it?
Crocodilius porosus.
Holding a cross. Demon's just going, crocodile. What are you going on about, bro?
Yeah, they'll be like, ah.
Hang on a minute.
You know what? There is a part of me that would like to learn Latin.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool.
Well, I'm just saying, like, say we do go on like a ghost hunt or a demon hunt or something, one of us gets possessed.
The other one's sorted, yeah.
Exactly. But I could barely speak English. You imagine when they're like, blah, 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 blah.
Just reeling it off, or just like, I just say that word. Just asking the demon, excuse me, how do you say that?
Yeah. Then by the end of it, just fucking leave him. Just get out. You don't pay rent.
It's off.
You think of piss. Fuck off.
Stop making that little girl's head turn the whole way. Stop now. Fuck off. Pack it in. You're playing silly buggers now.
Oh, come on, mate. I just want to go tidy no nights. And here, making a mockery out of us. Pack it in.
I'm not being funny, mate. Are you finished? Are you going to be finished anytime soon? Extender starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah, just be like, oh, this is going to go on for a while. Does anyone want anything? They just start ordering a Deliveroo.
Damon, want a burger or something?
Yeah. I'll get KFC. What you fancy, boss? It's that bonus banquet you are, right, bitch.
Fucking hell.
Now that was a tangent. We hadn't gone on a proper tangent
in ages. We've went somehow from wanting to talk Latin to ordering a demon at KFC. How does that happen?
Well, you can only find that with the Missing Mysteries team.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Right. Oh, dear. In Buddhist mythology, a Kanara is a... Oh!
It's a what?
Oh. I think I just spoke Latin then, didn't I? Bloody hell. A Kanara. It's a paradigmatic lover.
Oh!
Paradigmatic lover, a celestial musician, half human and half horse in India or half bird in Southeast Asia. Their character is clarified in the Adipava of the Mahabharata, Mahabharata, where they say, "We are everlasting lover and beloved. We never separate. We are eternally husband and wife. Never do we become mother and father. No offspring is seen in our lap. We are lover and beloved, ever embracing. In between us, we do not permit any third creature demanding affection. Our life is a life of perpetual pleasure."
Selfish bastards.
Dirty buggers.
So they're constant shagging, but we ain't having kids, boy.
No, but that's just, I think they mean just themselves. So basically, they wank their whole life. Fair play.
Decent.
We've probably...
Yeah, we're so sorry.
They're also featured in a number of Buddhist texts, including in the Lotus Sutra, not Kama Sutra. That's a different book altogether. An ancient Indian string instrument is known as a Kanari Veena. In Southeast Asian mythology, Kanaris, the female counterpart of Kanaras, are depicted as half bird, half woman creatures. One of the many creatures that inhabit the mythical Himavanta. Kanaris have the head, torso and arms of a woman, and the wings, tail and feet of a swan. Seen none of them swans around here? She is renowned for her dance, song and poetry, and is a traditional symbol of feminine beauty. According to Buddhist mythology, the god Indra created a pavilion, Sala, as an abode to Vasantra, his wife, and 2 children to live. His wife went into the forest to collect fruit. hang on. No, I'm on a different thing now. So that was canaries.
Canaries. That might be where they got it from.
No, I doubt it, mate, because these are meant to be like half human, half swans.
Yeah, that's true.
Little
yellow bird.
Yeah. Canary. Tweet, tweet. Yeah, nah, we're on a different thing now, sorry. His wife went into the forest to collect fruits. She was, however, in danger of being attacked by hermits or yogis, not Yogi Bear, who lived in the forest. Although they had acquired special powers from their meditation, they had not conquered lust. Therefore, Indra created 12 of these special Narafon trees. We're talking about Narafons. The trees would bear fruit whenever she went out to collect food and distract the men. The fruits were all in the image of Indra's beautiful wife. The men took the fruits to their place of abode, and after making love to them, would sleep for 4 months and lose their powers. Yep, you heard that right.
She shagged them out.
No, men who like steal the fruit. They're shagging peaches and that. According to Thai folklore, since Vasantra and his family have died, the trees bear fruit daily, but the forest will disappear when the Buddha's teachings have become lost, predicted to be 5,000 years after his death. So we've still got a little while.
Yeah.
When the fruits appear on the trees, they last for 7 days, after which they will wither and die if they are not picked. They have same internal organs as humans, but no bones. These maidens also have magical powers and possess spirits which can sing and dance. There are supposedly 2 Makaliporn pods in a Buddhist temple near Bangkok. It is said that they came from Himaphan, the mythical forest at Wat Phut Udom temple near Pathum Thani. There is a representation of the tree together with ghosts and hell scenes. Representations of the Narafon tree are very common in Thai comic books, both fresh and dry, often in manga style. Amulets and charms in the form of Narafon girls are sold throughout Thailand. Folk stories claim that the tree grows somewhere in the Phetchabun Mountains, and hoaxes are common. These include pictures of Narafon girls growing from trees, as well as dry Narafon maidens. The Narafon myth inspired the 2006 Thai film Narafon, or means Devil Ivy. In Chayananan, Ajpru, Tasakal, Pong, I'm trying very hard here. Oh.
It's just You're just trying your best to read it. Just and the pong.
Oh mate, we're getting banned. Oh, we're getting banned. Pong Pakawat. And Paimani Paimani Sankakorn. And the 2010 movie Narafon Kon Pruksa. It means Narafon people from the tree. And with, I think they're the names.
I can't breathe.
With Fasicon from Rabut and Thanmon Theklamong Long.
Ow, my ribs are really hurting. Ow.
That's made me sweat. Oh, bloody hell. See, this is why I stick to Bigfoot. Right. This is the next one. The most famous version of history of Manusia is from Sasanalankaya treaty.
Why did you sing them? That's so scary. You sing the words. Sansala.
You got by doing it. Right.
Composure.
Yeah. According to that treatise, Manusea first appeared in 235 BE or 309 BCE. It's not a real creature, but a statue in order to frighten the ogres, demons, and evil spirits. In the 235th year after Parinibbana of Lord Buddha, the Buddhist ministry of 5 mothers, senior monks, led by Sona and Uttara, arrived at Sadhum of Savanabhumi, where the king Sirimasoka was reigning at the time, as the city is near the sea. The Belumas were ogresses living in the sea, had been coming to eat the babies from the royal households.
Okay, no.
Yeah, I know. On the same day when the missionaries arrived, the queen had just born a baby, and the 500 Belumas were coming. The people were seriously frightened by seeing these. The missionary monks then used their Abarina ED power to create 1,000 frightening images, with a human head and 2 hindquarters of lions, thus called Manusea, man-lion, to surround the Belumas, who frightened and ran away after that. The monks then recite the Parata protections to prevent returning of Belas and other bad creatures. All the people converted to Buddhism, and 3,500 men, including 1,500 princes, were willingly ordained as monks. After that, Manusea figures drawn on palm leaves were put as amulets on children's head to protect them from bad creatures. A rock Manusea statue was erected on the mountain northwest of Sadum, modern-day Thaton. There are different versions of that history, only different in stating the name and location of the capital city of Savanabhumi. Sadum is the short form of Sudampura. Some sources say the capital city is Sudamavati. Some other authoritative sources say that its name is Taikala, from Galamati in Pali through Montuik Gala. The authoritative sources states that half the city was located on top of Mount Kalesa, while the rest was on adjoining plain.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Thank fuck that's done. My
We don't
God.
mean you're upset or offend anyone.
We really don't. That's
We
the
were
thing.
trying the best to try and pronounce
But
them.
you try and pronounce the best you can, and your partner's there pissing himself with laughter. You're gonna laugh too. I try my best, but just hearing him pissed laughing just got me giggling.
It was just like you were reading them all. We just went pong. That's it. I was done. It's just pong.
I'm not gonna lie though, that is one of the best times I've read.
Oh my god.
But
Fucking hell.
oh my day. Oh dear. But no, that is, well, what was that, 3 or 4? 4 things. Like creatures I found in Buddhist mythology. There is more. Like I said, there was ogres and demons and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll be covering a lot of stuff like that
Throughout the other ones as well.
exactly.
So.
But yeah, I think we're
About done. Like we said, we did say it wasn't going to be a long one because, one, we don't know a lot about Buddhist mythology, and as well, Trying to research is actually quite difficult because it ties in with Hindu a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Which we are covering.
Yeah, we're doing a separate thing on Hinduism.
Yeah,
so we don't want to repeat ourselves again on a different podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But as well, like, and I think as well, like, our fan, even with us, some short ones are better.
Yeah.
Because I think with like long episodes,
they do tend to drag out. It's just natural.
Yeah. And I mean, even myself, I think I was watching one ages ago. I can't remember which one it was now, a little while ago, and I was like, oh, even I'm bored of this now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's helpful if you got... well, obviously you guys are the ones that are listening to it, so it really help if we could get your feedback. Do you prefer the longer ones, or do you prefer if they're like short and sweet like this one?
Yeah, because as well, even if they're a bit shorter and that, and like we haven't covered everything, if it's something that you might be interested in, I don't think we've done it justice personally, but if it is something you're interested in, then you can have a look yourselves. And if you've got any ideas for us, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you can pronounce these words better, please let us know. Because we are sorry.
Oh, God.
Dear.
Right, Ed,
what
have we got next week?
Next week, we're staying in Asia, obviously. Hang on, I better just double check.
I think it's
the Philippines, yeah. Don't want to see that just yet.
No.
Yeah, it is the Philippines, which, strangely, I'm quite excited for.
Yeah?
Because, well, two of them I know fact what I'm going to be doing, and that is the Aswang and the Manananggal. Yeah. Her. But, so yeah, going to be trying to find stuff on different Philippine mythologies and folklores. But, yeah, that sounds pretty good to me, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Sweet ass.
So, and obviously on, hang on, I'll go get the dates right here. Wednesday, there'll be a new On the Hunt episode.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, there will be a new, Reacts video.
Yeah.
So, plenty of Myths and Mysteries content.
And also, at some point, I think this week, we actually done an interview.
Yeah.
But it weren't us doing the interview.
Yeah.
Which is the mad one. It was by a fella who we've spoke to and everything, lovely man, called Nuclear Medicine Man. He has a podcast out. I couldn't find him on YouTube, but he is on Spotify and Podbean and all the other podcast streaming websites.
Yep.
So we'll definitely let you know when that comes out, which I think it is some point this week.
Yeah.
We'll find out. But no, we thoroughly enjoyed that
definitely.
that episode. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to that coming out. And yeah, at some point we'll have to have him on ours.
Yeah, 100%.
So that would be good. But yeah, I think that is near enough about it.
I think that's about it. So, Ed, where can they find us?
Well, you can find us on Facebook, which is Myths and Mysteries in Black and White. It's a group, so you have to be added to. Well, not added to. You have to be accepted. You will. Don't worry. You can follow us on Instagram, which is Myths and Mysteries _ the actual underline bit. You can follow us on Twitter, which is Myths and Mysteries 1. Or just put in Myths and Mysteries, and if you see our logo, that's
it.
You can follow us on our TikTok, which we do actually post quite a bit on, which is Myths and Mysteries 10. Again, you'll see our logo. Everywhere has this logo.
Yeah.
So if you look up Myths and Mysteries and you see that logo, 9 times out of 10, that is us, unless someone's faking us.
Which is quite flattering.
Yeah, it is. Bit mad, though.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You can email us, and that could be with sightings, theories, that could be recommendations on the podcast, that could be criticisms of the podcast, which I'm expecting for this episode.
Yeah.
That could be praises, which we'd prefer, definitely. But yeah, that could be absolutely anything to do with the podcast, or not even it don't have to be about the podcast.
No.
You just want to know us. You can follow us on YouTube, which subscribe and like. Best way to find out is through our Facebook like all of our social medias and everything. The Facebook group I'd recommend the best to go for.
Yep.
And we have got the links to everything on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and plus you actually see our mugs. And like you say, like Josh said, we've got the On the Hunt, which is a new little series, which is pretty much me and Josh looking at more modern,
up to date things that come in a while. Forte.
Yeah, shall we say. So that is that. But and also we're going to use it as well to discuss things we want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say we was meant to be doing a few things, but they have seemed to have dropped.
Mm-hmm. These things happen.
Is what it is. But yeah, we're just going to use YouTube and use On the Hunt.
Yep.
I mean, let's say it's difficult with the algorithms and that, but hopefully with your guys' help, we'll get there. We'll get there. And also, let's say on a Friday, we'll be with the YouTube. We'll be doing a Reacts one, which we released one Saturday, didn't we?
Yeah. It will be coming out normally on a Friday, but because we was kind of busy and things like that,
let's say we've done. Yeah, that's when we had our interview and that. So, so it's a bit different. But yeah, usually it'll be a Friday, so you'll have the main podcast on a Monday, On the Hunt on the Wednesday, and a Reacts on the Friday. Whew, that's a lot.
Whole lot of content for you people.
Yeah. But for the main podcast, really, Josh, where can you listen to us?
You can listen to us on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Podchaser, Player FM, and iHeartRadio.
Beautiful. But yeah, how do you think that went, Josh?
Mad. Like we said, we do apologise. We never ever meant to offend anybody. If we have, deeply are sorry. We were trying our best to pronounce some of these. It was just impossible. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with the name Kevin? It's very universal, isn't it? Sorry.
But no, thank you very much for watching or listening, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Happy hunting.